You can't even hit her. She does that.
And it chips you down.
And she goes, shot kick.
And it chips you down.
This is her. Let's say this is her on the screen. How many people do this?
Yeah.
He's jumping and go, whap, whap, whap. I'm like, come
chipping
on
you
now.
down. Not everybody could counter that unless you play a certain way.
I know we sound like a bunch of bitch-ass motherfuckers.
Nah, but it's how it is, because we come across people all the time who say the same thing that we say. So it's not just us.
We just keeping it gully. We are hardcore Street Fighter players. I mean, come on now. Look at this, man. I got my arcade stick here. I went in here. I changed the buttons to Saimitsu buttons myself. All right? These are not even... I'm sorry. I poked myself in the face with the mic. Yo, these are Saimitsu buttons. This is a new stick, because I'm saying to myself, okay, I probably wore out all the old buttons I had, and I probably worn out all the old stick that I had. So what I did, I went to Video Games New York in the Village, and I got a brand new stick. This is the old one. This is the original one that came in the case. And I got some new buttons, not even the Sanwa, the Saimitsu buttons, and I put them in there. Took me like about half an hour to put everything together. Put it in. I do an uppercut with Ryu. I mean, I do an uppercut with Makuma. A second later, the uppercut comes out.
Yeah, that happens a whole lot in the game too. People don't want to actually take the time and look at these things too.
Is it the peripherals, or is it the game?
I say it's a combination of the controllers, the peripherals, and the bad physics in the game as well, especially if you couple that with the online play with the lag and the online latency. It's horrible, because there's times when I'm playing with Seth, I would do a regular jump over a character, I'll press no buttons, and then he'll do that kick where he spins around and hits you a bunch of times. I'm like, but I didn't even press a kick button. I didn't even do a backward fireball motion.
Well, if you teleport with a character...
Yeah, I teleport back in the same spot.
Same button.
I mean, the processor can't pick it up, but whatever, like we said, we're going to see whatever this new patch is gonna bring for us.
Like Sean Connery said, I'm still waiting to be impressed.
All right, so we did definitely talk a good amount about Super Street Fighter 4 coming out, and back to one person that sent us an email, 1974 Cactus Jack from Ireland, was shouting you out over there.
That's right.
Good looks all the way from Ireland, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a few Heinekens for us.
No doubt.
And what Guinness.
I like to thank everybody. We like to thank everybody, because remember, so many people called us. We can't thank you. Just thank one individually, because he was the first one to send us an email.
The very first one.
What's his name again?
From Ireland, 1974 Cactus Jack, if I'm not mistaken.
And he was the first one. And then we got a flood of emails saying, "Did you see the Super Street Fighter 4? What do you guys think about it? You guys going to do a show?"
It's making an impact.
It's making an impact, because people are, like I said before, Capcom with this joint right here, they're going to really have a lot of problems, because now you're going to have the Super Street Fighter 4 and you're going to have the Street Fighter 4. Yeah. Now, they may have in Super Street Fighter 4, they may tone down Sagat. They may tone down all the complaining people who everybody complained about. And now the people who play with all these characters like Sagat, Bison, Rufus, all these characters, they're not going to want to buy this game. They're going to be like how we looked at Ayori in the new
And then King of
the Fighters, I was like, I'm not playing this joint. I went right back to King of the Fighters 98.
Yeah, I did too.
So
I had plenty of fun playing with that, Yuri.
What they're going to do now is split up the Street Fighter community. There's going to be a Street Fighter 4 heads, and it's going to be a Street... Remember when Andy came through the crib?
Yeah.
He came through the crib, and we would play... He would play Tekken 4, and he would play with Harong.
He wouldn't play Tekken 5.
But when he played Tekken 5, Harong is not the same Harong in Tekken 4.
No.
Because he could run all that bull-ish on Tekken 4, but he can't... They toned him down on Tekken 5. So every time we play Tekken 5...
Yeah, there's a lot of Horongs in Street Fighter 4 too.
Oh,
you can sit there and press 2 buttons and magic happens.
All types of
rainbows, stars,
you might
gold
out
flat.
a wand and put the wand on your foot.
Yeah, and it's like anybody could do that. That's not a fighting game. That's not skill. Don't pick an easy character that do a lot of damage and talk crap. That's not skill.
No,
all right.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
No, I was about to go off of Street Fighter 4 for a hot second.
Go ahead, because you got 3 minutes. You might as well use it.
Okay, yeah, all right, cool.
But before you do it, let me just take 30 seconds. Raw Gameplay is now on Facebook. Please go on our main site and hit the Facebook link on the page and become our friends. Go on Facebook.com and type in Raw Video Gameplay in the search bar and become one of the fans of Raw Video Gameplay. And that's all I want to let you know. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right.
Because I know when you talk, we're going to go all the way in.
Now, this is going... We already covered Halo... AGAIN. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Halo ODST.
Yes.
Which is supposed to be renamed probably Halo Recon.
Right.
Going to the firefight thing. Now, the firefight is great and intense, but I think this is Bungie's. I don't know. Bungie has a tendency of doing their own thing, and it goes along the lines of what they were going to do.
Right.
But I think it's in a sense, kind of trying to one-up the Gears of War Horde multiplayer, which is fantastic. People just love playing. I had my first taste of it.
Right.
I love playing it with my boys.
Of course.
And ODST, had my, the first real firefight I had is crazy. Like, we were like 3 hours in deep. Okay, and it's wave after wave after wave of just some Covenant dudes, And the thing is, you couldn't pause the game. Okay? I'm like, why would they have something like that where it's multiplayer people? Okay, cool. And you have to be there in control, And 2-3 hours pass. I mean, people, some people got kids. Some people, they have to go to the bathroom. Some people, the doorbell may ring. Some people, they have to go eat dinner. Some people may have to go run and do laundry. Something may happen called life. I don't understand why Bungie. Why would you do something like that? Have people sit there for 2-3 hours, force them to sit there for 2-3 hours, and you can't go to the bathroom. You can't press pause. Gears of War, the Horde, the Horde thing. You could press pause. My goodness. Now, what if 3 of you are playing, and your boy jumps on late, an hour later, half an hour later? He has to sit there and wait for you guys to finish. Unless you finish the game and start a whole one over.
He just can't jump in.
He can't just jump in. So if you're like an hour and a half deep, I know some people may not want to stop that and go. Some people may. But I'm like, Gears of War, I think you could jump in. I believe, Why wouldn't you do that, man, So it's like, oh, yeah, and from what I understand, it wasn't even supposed to be a standalone game. It was supposed to be like an add-on. But Bungie and Microsoft saw the potential for the profit gain and said, you know what, this could be a standalone game.
You're going in tonight.
$60-something as opposed to like $40 or something, or 20 hours supposed to be before. So, I mean, Bungie, nice. It's a nice addition, but come on, man. You know what I'm saying? This, I'm getting tired of, like, Capcom and Bungie and certain people coming up with certain things and charging extra money for it or not putting extra thought. Basic thought, That's all it is. Basic thought. Think about it. Don't think about how much money you could get, how quick you get the money. Think about the gamers and think about the reputation. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say for now.
Let me say. Well, I don't know what to say after all that. He went in.
And that was brought to my attention by Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Xbox Live ID.
Yeah. Well, that wraps things up. You good now? You got your rocks off?
Not yet, but I'm still good.
You rubbed one out?
This is just good. I rubbed one out.
He just rubbed one the really out. We got no more time left over. That was our alarm. Once again, I'm one of your hosts, Michael C. Hurdle, Xbox 360 Gamer Tag, Raw Gameplay, and PlayStation 3 ID, Raw Gameplay.
And I'm Corey Ashley, Xbox 360 Gamer Tag, Neo Supreme, and PlayStation Network ID, Supreme Neo in reverse, and I'm okay.
Right. That's right. He's good now. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Actually, we'll talk to you guys next week. Bruh.